Oliver from Rugby League, in my opinion, here, and we are back with the NRL quiz. I am joined today by Penrith Panthers player Mavrik Geyer. How are you today, Mav?
Oliver, how are you, brother? Yeah, I'm well. Day off today, so chilling. Shit weather, but yeah, we'll be right. How you going, man?
Yeah, pretty good. That's good to hear. Well, just quickly before we start, you've just signed your top 30 NRL contract with the Panthers. That means you're sort of
Development. It's a development contract, actually.
development
So
side.
it's still like top 33. So it's like
Okay.
they usually sign like the younger players on a development contract, and it's sort of just it's not really top 30 yet. So yeah, it's like one level under, but we still train full time and all that. So it's still amazing. So yeah, not top 30 yet. Hopefully soon, but maybe.
Fingers crossed. Well, you seem to be on the cusp there, but I believe that you actually had a little bit of not a bidding war, but a bit of a decision to make when re-signing with Penrith and signing this contract. Bit of interest from the Melbourne Storm, is that right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool to get, Craig Bellamy calling me and stuff. But yeah, it was just, I guess, yeah, just a club interested in me was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm glad I chose Penrith, and I'm glad I'm here home, at the local Macca's in the car park.
Well, without any further ado, we'll get into this quiz. Hopefully, they don't tear your contract up after this one. Hopefully, you do all right.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous, but yeah, we'll be all right.
All right, first question. Pretty simple off the bat, I'd say. What year did Penrith join the competition?
It was before 1970. All right. I'm going with it's below the 7. It's below 1970. So 68 or 60, 67 or 68, maybe 69. I'll lock in 68. We'll go 68.
Locked in?
Yeah, locked in.
I don't know what to tell you, man. Unfortunately, incorrect. It was 1967.
No way.
But
That was a bit of a guess, eh? So
yeah,
1 year's not too bad.
I'll tell you what, though, I think we can respect that because in your thought process, you did go over 67. So you were thinking you were in the right.
Yeah, so we'll give it half a point.
I won't give you half a point, but a
Three
bit of
quarters.
respect, I guess you could say.
All right, sweet. Good start. We're in the ballpark.
That's it. Second question. Who is the only Panthers player to ever win the Dally M medal?
Easy one. Uncle Greg Alexander. I think 85 it was. I'll give you the year as well.
Correct. So Greg Alexander, 1985, won the Dally M medal. We're on the board. 1 from 2.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
1.2 out of 2. We'll give it a 0.2, eh? The first one.
Who won the Clive Churchill medal in the 2003 NRL Grand Final?
Luke Prittis, I'm pretty sure. I think didn't he score a double or something? He scored a try, definitely, didn't he? So yeah, Luke Prittis, I'm locking in.
Correct. So he scored a try and set up the other.
Set up the other one. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Luke Prittis played gun.
All right. So I guess what are we saying? 2.2 out of 10?
Yeah, we'll go with 2. We'll go 2 out of 3, eh?
We'll go to 2 out of 3.
Yeah, sweet.
In what year was Penrith's longest winning streak? I feel like this one should be pretty easy.
Yeah. 2020, I'm going with the year they lost to Storm in the grand final.
Correct.
Yeah, they only lost like 2 games that year, didn't they?
Yeah, so there was a game against Para that came right down to the wire. It was like during lockdown, so it was when there was no crowd.
And final. Matt Burton kicked the field goal, didn't he? Or was that the year before? Was that the year after?
I think it was last year he might have kicked the field goal, but I think it was the year. It was Caleb Aikens. One of the probably Moses put the ball up, and all Aikens had to do was catch it, and I think it just bounced awkwardly. It was bounced to the side. I think Ryan Madison picked it up and scored for Para, and I think
Oh yeah, I remember that far out.
Yeah. So that one.
Yeah, they went pretty good last year too. So the boys have been looking very well.
Yeah, and hopefully we want even better.
Oh yeah, and many years to come.
Well, you're 3 for 4 at the moment, so tracking well.
Sweet, sounds good.
If you get 2 more right, then you definitely won't be last. So,
go. Let's go. Pressure's on.
Who has scored the most tries for the Penrith Panthers ever?
This is far out. So many good players. I was tossing up maybe Preston Campbell.
Are you locking it in?
I'm locking it in, yeah.
Not Preston Campbell, but again, I think I want to give you a bit of respect for that because it is someone who was in his side when he was playing for Penrith. It was Reece Wesser.
Oh, Reece Wesser.
Yeah.
Oh.
Scored 113 tries for the Panthers, so there you go.
That's what I was thinking. Far out, yeah, sweet.
That's right. Well, we're halfway through.
We've been pretty close on the wrong answers too. So
that's it.
I'm going right.
Yeah, we'd like to take that into account and give that a bit of respect. Well, this next one: who has scored the most points in a single game for the Panthers?
I'm going with shit. All right, do I get a clue at one stage of this quiz? Do I get one little clue?
Do you want a clue?
Yeah, I'll go a clue for this one. That's it. Is it an old or is it before the 2003 grand final or after?
After.
I'm going with Nathan Cleary.
Correct, Nathan Cleary.
I was tossing up between him or Greg or maybe Freddie, but yeah, Cleary.
Yeah, Cleary scored 34 points in a single game in 2019. I believe it was the dead rubber in the last round of 2019 where Penrith just absolutely flogged Newcastle.
Wow. 34 points.
Yeah, I think Penrith scored 54 overall or something, so he scored over half the points.
What he scored, 3 tries? And
yeah, I remember him. Yeah, he scored a few tries, maybe even 4, and then I think he kicked every goal or something.
Yeah, far out. Supercoach would be cheering. Have him as captain. That's like 300 points.
Oh, yeah.
What a freak.
That might have been now that you say that might have been the record amount of points someone's got.
Really? Oh, Tommy Turbo would have broken that this year, surely.
Maybe.
He was on 4. I swear, I remember reading something that he broke it. But yeah, anyway, both freaks.
Exactly. So 4 out of 6, sorry. We're doing all right.
Sweet.
Which Panthers player played in the most Origin series while at the club? I feel like some current players might end up breaking this, but now, who is it?
Yeah, well, the current players are only fresh into the scene, but I think if we do the quiz another 10 years' time, I think it'll be one of the current boys. But far out. That's a tough one. Maybe Freddie or is it New South Wales? Do you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, Origin in general, but
all right.
Yeah, but they played for New South Wales. I'll give you that.
Yeah, there's another clue then.
Well, most of them have, so.
Yeah, true. I was thinking Petro maybe, but nah, he wasn't at the club for too long. Yeah, I'll go with Freddie. I'll just lock it in.
Yeah, lock in Freddie Fittler, and you would be correct. Played in 6 Origin series whilst at the Panthers between 1990 and 1995. After that, he'd stay in the New South Wales squad, but obviously
was Roosters.
For the Roosters, correct.
Yeah. Did he play more Roosters or Penrith? Roosters, surely.
Was he playing? Yeah, he was playing Origin in his last couple of years, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he played a fair bit, but yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe
if he played Origin,
maybe chuck that in the next quiz.
Yeah, I'll chuck it in a Roosters quiz, but
yeah, sweet.
I'd have to think if he played at least one game in each series for the rest of his career, he would have topped it at the Roosters because I think he played 7 years at the Roosters or something. Yeah.
I'll give it a bit of a research after this.
Alrighty. Well, what are we now? 6 from 7? No, 6.
Nah, I missed 2, I think.
That's right.
Yeah, so 6 from 8 or
6 from 8.
Are we?
8, 9. No, 5 from 7, I think.
5 from 7, yeah.
5 from 7. All right. How many times did Penrith win the Holden Cup? So the former under-20s competition.
Yep. Yeah, 2. I'm pretty sure I know that one.
2 is correct. In 2013, beat the Warriors, I think it was. Then in 2015, beat Manly. And I think Tom Trbojevic actually played in that game for Manly.
And they could have beat the Roosters I think 2018 or 2019, but they were up like 30, 36 or something at half time, and Roosters came back with Victor Adley in their team. So I remember watching that live, and crazy.
Yeah, I remember. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head what year that was, but I know they definitely lost.
2018, I think, maybe, or 2019. Yeah, they could have had 3, but Roosters had a good comeback. Must have been ripped in the sheds.
That's it. Well, second last question now. How many competition points did Penrith finish on in 2021? So after the regular season, how many points did they have?
Jeez. After the regular season. Well, how much games was there? 24. They lost a couple, but 34.
Locking it in?
Yeah, locking it in. I'm not sure about that one.
The answer's actually 44.
44?
They actually finished, and I didn't realize this until researching it for the quiz.
Yeah.
They actually still finished with the same amount of points as Melbourne. Because remember, Melbourne lost a couple
earlier.
Towards the end of the season as well. I think they lost that game to Parramatta, and then they lost.
Yeah.
Someone else as well.
Didn't they lose like 2 or 3 in a row?
Yeah, they lost their. I think they lost because they lost against Para in round 2, and then they lost that game against Penrith here.
Yeah,
and they might have even lost the week after. I'm not sure, but then I remember they lost to Para again at the end of the season.
Yeah, far out.
Because Penrith went on. Because Penrith went on that run for half the year where they were unbeaten, and then they lost. Then
Origin. All the Origin and then a couple of injuries and that. They lost, I think, maybe 2 or 3 in a row, and then they lost say 1-1, then lost 1, I think. So pretty tough period with all the injuries and that.
Yeah, definitely. Because in my head, I thought Melbourne would have at least been 2 or 4 points ahead of them. But then checking out in hindsight, Melbourne did have those losses at the start of the season. So
and Penrith beat them here, so at the stadium. So that I think they lost. Didn't they lose round 1 as well or something? Anyway, so 44 points, crazy.
Yeah. Well, final question now.
Final question. What are we? Are we 7 from 10 or 7 from?
I think we're about 8. 8 from
8
10.
8 from 10. All right, sweet. Let's go.
All right. Oh, hold on. Maybe I'll do a count afterwards. Anyway,
sweet.
Penrith have suffered their biggest loss and had their biggest win against the same team. Who is this?
Who have they got flogged against? I reckon the biggest win would have been a recent one. I don't know why. What's that? It's like their biggest loss and biggest win against the same team, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, crazy! That's a cool stat.
Do you want a clue?
Yeah, give us a clue for the last one.
So they're a Sydney-based club.
Yeah, I was thinking this club too. I'll go with Rabbitohs. I don't know why. I've just got a feeling.
Locking it in?
Whenever you say that, it's wrong. Yeah, I'm locking it in.
Locking it in. Unfortunately, you are correct that it's wrong.
Oi! There we go.
Unfortunately, you're correct that it's wrong.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to be a dick.
I thought you were tricking me. Who are we going with?
Manly.
Manly. What years?
So the first, I think they were both in the 70s.
Mm-hmm. Both in the 70s.
Yeah, and I think both scorelines were literally like 70-4 or something. I think they were both in the 70s, and because I think that's how I think I sort of knew that it was Manly, and I think that's why, because they scored 70 points against them. They conceded 70, and then it was in the 70s as well.
What, same year?
I don't think it would have been the same year.
Yeah, no, surely not.
But no,
you'd hope not.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, I've counted it up. In the end, 7 out of 10.
70%. We'll take that. I'm happy with that.
And you are now tied first on the quiz leaderboard. The prestigious quiz leaderboard with people such as Jai Hitchcocks and David Mead from the Brisbane Broncos. Griffin
What
Mead.
David Mead get?
He got 7, so you tied with him.
Ah, yeah, nice.
So there you go. How do you feel you went?
Yeah, I went all right. I was a bit nervous, but for the questions, not getting too many wrong. But yeah, I was happy with it. 7 out of 10. I'll take that.
Well, the ones you did get wrong, that first one, what year did Penrith first join the comp? You're a year off.
And who was the other one I got close?
You said Preston Campbell for most tries ever for the Jets.
Yeah.
It was his teammate. It was
Reece
still,
Webster.
still Reece West. I mean, still around the same time.
Sort of year,
yeah. And who did Penrith suffer their biggest loss, the biggest win against?
I don't think I was getting that if it was in the 70s. So I was thinking more recent. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how far's Manly from South Sydney anyway? I mean,
yeah, we'll take that.
But anyway, 7 out of 10. Mav, I want to thank you for joining me today, and best of luck for the rest of the season.
Cheers, Ollie, brother. Pleasure. Have a good one.